Welcome to Kwiiz Success, the best online coaching. Master English grammar in minutes. Study at your own pace and save your time and energy. Please like and subscribe for more educational videos.
Questions and auxiliary verbs.
Can you perform a solo song in the singing competition next week? Yes, I can. Do you need long hours of practice? No, I don't. I already have prepared a song. Do you want to listen to the song? I think so. You can't sing without any accompanying instruments, can you? I can try. I hope you like it. I'm sure I will. You are a brilliant singer.
In the dialogues, Roma and Tulika have used auxiliary verbs to ask questions in question tag and also in answers at many places to avoid repetition. Here are examples of questions and auxiliary verbs. Can you perform a solo song in the singing competition next week? Do you need long hours of practice? Do you want to listen to the song? Can you? Definition. A question is a sentence that asks for information and has a question mark at the end. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, and with the main verbs, these are used to form tenses, passive voice, negative sentences, and questions. In a question, auxiliary verbs are used before the subject and main verb is used afterwards. Auxiliary verbs are be, have, and do. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, and must are some examples of modal auxiliary verbs. Both auxiliaries or modal auxiliaries are used with main verbs to ask questions. Let us look at a few questions. Will you bring a book for me from the bookshop? Does Hina go for swimming every day? Should I call the police? In the first example, auxiliary will is used to ask a question. It is used before the subject you. The main verb bring follows afterwards. In the second example, auxiliary does is used to ask a question. It is used before the subject Hina and the main verb go is used later. In the third example also, auxiliary should be used before the subject I to ask a question. The main verb call is used after the subject. Here are few more examples of questions with auxiliary verbs. Shall we go together for the party? Is he coming home in the vacations? Do you know?
Do you know where Sonu is going for summer vacations? I think he's going to Shimla. Is he going alone? No, he's not going alone. Do you know when he is leaving for Shimla? I'm not sure. Do you know how he will be traveling? I believe all his family is going to Shimla by car. I wish they have a lovely vacation. I hope so too.
In the dialogues, Rachna has asked simple questions and questions starting with do you know? Trisha answers this question. Word order in the two types of questions is different. Here are examples of sentences using do you know? Do you know where Sonu is going for summer vacations? Do you know when he is leaving for Shimla? Do you know how he will be traveling? Definition. Do you know is often added before questions. When we ask questions with do you know, the word order of the question changes as compared to a simple question. For instance, what is his name? Is a simple question. Do you know what his name is? Question beginning with do you know? Let us look at a few sentences. Where is Sonal's house? Do you know where Sonal's house is? What does she eat for breakfast? Do you know what she eats for breakfast? Does she like oranges? Do you know if she likes oranges? In the first example, the information asked is through a simple question, whereas the second example has a question beginning with do you know. The word order of the question with do you know changes from that of a simple question. In the third example, the question asked is simple, while in the fourth example, the same information has been asked using a question with do you know. If a simple question has does, the question beginning with do you know will not use does. In the fifth and sixth example, we see dative is used in the question beginning with do you know when there is no other question word like when, why, what is a simple question. Here is the simple question has does. Here are few more examples of use of do you know at the beginning of a question. Where do crocodiles live? Simple question. Have, do, can, etc.
Have you cooked dinner? No, I will go out for dinner today. Will you go alone? No, I will go with my friends. Do your friends live nearby? Yes, they live in my colony and we will go by car. Can you drive? I can, but today my driver will drive us to the restaurant.
In the dialogues, Babita and Payal have used auxiliary verbs like do, can, have, and will to ask questions. Here are examples of sentences using auxiliary verbs do, have, can, etc. to ask questions. Have you cooked dinner? Will you go alone? Do your friends live nearby? Can you drive? Definition. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, and with the main verbs, these are used to form tenses, passive voice, negative sentences and questions. A question is a sentence that asks for information and has a question mark at the end. In a question, auxiliary verbs are used before the subject and main verb afterwards. Auxiliary verbs are be, have and do. Can, could, shall, should, will, would and must are some examples of modal auxiliary verbs. Both auxiliary and modal auxiliaries are used with main verbs to ask questions. Let us look at a few sentences. Do you like ice cream? Have they completed their project? Can she write an article for the school magazine? In the first sentence, auxiliary do has been used as helping verb to ask a question. It is used before the subject you. In the second sentence, auxiliary have has been used as helping verb to ask a question. It is used before the subject they. In the third sentence, modal auxiliary can has been used as a helping verb to ask a question. It is used before the subject she. Here are few more examples of use of auxiliaries have, do, can, etc. Have the students cleaned the classroom? Do I have to reach early tomorrow morning? Can this be true? Should we consult a lawyer? Would you like to drink tea? I think so. I hope so, etc.
Is Rohan coming today? I think so. What time will his flight land? His flight will land at 10:30 p.m. Are you coming to the airport with me? I guess so. Will he stay for at least a month? I hope so. Should we leave for the airport at 9 p.m.? I suppose so.
In the dialogues, Tanu and Vani have used I hope so, I think so, etc. to avoid deletion in answer to questions using auxiliaries. Here are examples of questions with auxiliaries and their answers using I hope so, I think so, etc. Is Rohan coming today? I think so. Are you coming with me to the airport? I guess so. Will he stay for at least a month? I hope so. Should we leave for the airport at 9 p.m.? I suppose so. Definition. In answer to questions with auxiliaries, to avoid repetition, so can be used after some verbs like think, hope, believe, expect, suppose, guess, etc. Let us look at a few questions with auxiliaries and their answers. Can you sing? I believe so. Does she like coffee? I think so. Has Shagun completed her work? I expect so. In the first sentence, auxiliary can is used to ask a question, and in the answer, so is used after the verb believe to avoid repetition of the words in the question. In the second sentence, auxiliary does is used to ask a question, and in the answer, so is used after the verb think to avoid repetition. In the third sentence, auxiliary has is used to ask a question, and in the answer, so is used after the verb expect to avoid repetition. Here are few more examples of questions with auxiliaries and their answers using I think so, I hope so, etc. Is she enjoying herself? I guess so. Will Anu go to school tomorrow? I believe so. Do you, isn't it?
The food is very tasty, isn't it? Yes, it is. I love the dessert particularly. You don't eat sweets, do you? No, I don't. Actually, the doctor has advised me to avoid eating sweets. Too many sweets are not good for health, are they? Not at all. But you have a sweet tooth, don't you? Yes, you are right. I would die for a good dessert, wouldn't I? Yes, you are known for a sweet tooth. Enjoy your dessert.
In the dialogues, Monica and Neha have used question tags like are they, don't you, etc. to ask for information or to elicit agreement to an option. Here are examples of sentences followed by question tags. The food is very tasty, isn't it? You don't eat sweets, do you? Too many sweets are not good for health, are they? But you have a sweet tooth, don't you? I would die for good dessert, wouldn't I? Definition. Do you, isn't it, etc. are question tags. Question tags are little questions with an auxiliary verb. These are used after statements, particularly in spoken English. After a positive statement, there is a negative question tag. After a negative statement, there is a positive question tag. A negative question tag is nothing but an invitation to agree with the statement previously made, whereas a positive question tag asks for informations. Let us look at a few statements followed by question tags. Gopal is going to London next month, isn't he? I am looking healthier, aren't I? You don't like animals, do you? In the first sentence, a negative question tag, isn't it, is used after a positive statement. In the second sentence, a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag, aren't I? In the third sentence, do you, a positive question tag is used with a negative statement. Here are few more examples of statements followed by question tags. Alan wants to go for higher studies, doesn't he? We should leave before it is dark, shouldn't we? You cannot dance, can you? You won't go to the market today, will you?
For free quiz, visit www.success.org.in. Please subscribe for more videos. Thank you.